so many times before. I've said it and I've said it again. I have an addiction to Publix. I need to stay out of there. I can't get out of there. We didn't have Publix in Texas. So every time I go out here, it's like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. I have a Publix obsession and I need to stay out of there because I come out of there $300 or $400 out every time. Well, not every time, I'm being dramatic, but most of the time whenever I'm grocery shopping. And it's just getting out of hand here. It really is getting out of hand. But yesterday I got this really cute thing I wanted to show you guys. With Halloween being a few days from now, I was like, I gotta get this. So let me show you. Okay, it looks like just a regular old box from behind. Look at that. Now you can't see it yet, but it's a cake. It's a cute little cake. Let me open that bad boy up. But it's so cute. Look at it. Now for $11.49, that's a small cake. I know, but it's a chocolate cake. And I thought, how cute is it? It's a little Halloween one, and they had other ones. This wasn't the only one. There was like a pumpkin one. There was a monster one. There was a few other ones, which I can't remember. But yeah, this cake, that's what I'm talking about. I wanted to show you guys before we dug in. So definitely, if you ever move down to Florida, definitely come to Publix and get you, man, they got way more than cakes. Their bakery is fantastic. I love the bakery. Every time I go, I at least get 1 apple turnover. Most of the time I get about 4. And they're really, really good. It's sad. I get them so often that the employees see us come in and they're like, you guys want the turnovers? We're like, yep. So they already know us. It's so bad in Publix at this point to me, to where we walk in there and people kind of know us on a first name basis at this point. And we've only been living here for a little bit over 6 months. So that's bad. That is real bad. I never knew anybody by first name basis unless, you know, it was at my old store that I worked at. And that was at Walmart. That was different. And plus I grew up in Texas. So, you know, but I never shopped at a store that frequently. We went to, we mainly shopped when we lived in Texas. We mainly shopped at, what was it? We went to Sprouts all the time. We had a Sprouts in Frisco, so we'd go there all the time. And then we'd always go to Whole Foods. We loved Whole Foods. Whole Foods was our thing. So when we moved here, we were like, okay, no big deal. They got a Whole Foods out there because I had, you know, Googled it. Man, the closest Whole Foods is 50 miles from here. So that wasn't happening. You know what? And you know what's funny? Actually, Sprouts is about 48 miles from here. So that wasn't happening either. So literally, we live literally across the street from Publix. To where it's like literally across the street. It's probably like half a mile, if that. And so we've just been doing that since we've got here. The produce is on point. You know, all the grocery products, they're different than what you're used to buying. So, you know, it's just all kinds of good stuff there. The bakery especially. I love the bakery. At the deli, you can get you some subs made and stuff. And, man, these people go crazy whenever it's time to go order subs and stuff, especially when they're on sale. There's always nice employees. The zone is amazing. And if you guys don't know what zone means, it means like, for people that don't work in the grocery stores or stores, it means where everything is like in order and pushed up, you know, to where you can get to it easy. It's just presentation. It's like a presentation thing. And it's just, I don't know, it's a clean store. You know, what can I say? So Publix to me, man, I wouldn't say it's worth it to move to Florida just to shop at Publix. That's kind of extreme. But if you do move to Florida, that's the pro. Another good thing is if you move to Florida, and they have this up north in Pennsylvania, I know they got it, is Wawa, the gas station. I like Wawa a lot, and I used to eat it a lot whenever we first moved here, because literally Wawa is not only a half mile from here too, it's like literally right there. So, you know, so there's Wawa. I like Wawa because it's open all night. And you can go in there, I mean, you know, gas station open all night. Okay, nothing serious, nothing big. But at Wawa, they make you drinks, not alcoholic, but they make you drinks, they make you shakes, stuff like that, coffee. You can get food made in there. Like, it's not like a Quick Trip. Well, you know what? You know what, guys? Quick Trip. We don't have that out here. We only have racetracks out here. Quick Trip is for my Texas people. You know what? It is a little bit like Quick Trip, but better. It has a full menu, and you can sit there and you can go to a little kiosk and order everything. So yeah, it is similar to Quick Trip. I never thought about that. I never really fooled with Quick Trip that much when I was in Texas, now I think about it. But I'm crazy about Wawa. Love Wawa a lot. So those are two pros. And then the biggest pro, of course, for me is Disney World, of course. Universal, that's a pro. I'm still exploring Universal. And then the beaches, that's a huge pro too. I love the beaches. The weather, man, they keep saying, oh, it's cold out here right now. It's this, it's that. We got to wear sweaters. I'm like, I know I didn't catch y'all out there wearing sweaters today. Y'all know y'all are wrong. Talking about it's cold, and I'm out here just in a regular shirt. And I'm at my job today, you know, working. I look over, and there's a bunch of people in sweaters working. And I'm like, boy, oh boy, I wish I would. I don't know what they're talking about with this cold front thing over here in Florida, but these people, man, it barely drops to 70 degrees and everybody's got sweaters on. I don't get it, man. I don't understand these people, man. They wouldn't make it in Texas, man. When we just had that big snowstorm and stuff that went through, I don't know how these folks would have made it. I mean, seriously, these people act like they cannot handle the cold. And they say, oh, you can't handle the heat, they thought when I got out here. It gave me, what was it, a good month or so? And I got used to the heat, and I do not like heat. So if I got used to the heat, that tells you it's similar to Texas heat. In my opinion, it's very similar to Texas heat. It is humid. I can see how they say that, but Texas gets humid too. It's not just here. They're always claiming, no, Florida's the humid one. Texas gets humidity too. So, I mean, I don't know where all that's coming from. But to me, the heat is the same. I'm already used to the heat. I'm getting more tan now that I've been out here, though. So I'm definitely tanner than I was. So that's a pro. The only bad thing about that is I need to change my foundation shade, which I'm not wearing it right now. But I need to, the only con about it is I need to change my foundation shade to a darker color because I'm not as light anymore. And the only reason we were so light in Texas, well, Travis has always been tan, but he was a little bit lighter in Texas. But the only reason we were so light is because, to be honest, we just stayed at home a lot. We didn't go out. I mean, we did, but we didn't. And when we went out, like, what are we gonna do? Like, you know, maybe go to the movies, maybe go eat. I mean, I'm not gonna say Texas is boring, because it's not. But for people like me and Travis, that, you know, it takes a lot to wow me. So for me, Disney World's wow, you know. And that's another thing I'm about to touch on, because I got that question a few times already, and excuse the mess behind me. We haven't had a day off, so haven't had time to clean. So a lot of people were like, okay, since you guys have been here now for a little bit over 6 months, well, I got this question a few weeks ago, so never mind. They said, since you've been here for 6 months now, has Disney not been so magical anymore? Does the magic fade? The magic does not fade. You know, maybe it fades over. I honestly don't think it's going to fade to me. But I'm real passionate about Disney. I love Disney. You know, that's what I made this YouTube for. And I realized that people get burnt out on it because they feel like it's easy to, you know, access when you live here. They feel like, oh, I can just go anytime, no big deal. I mean, I feel that way as well. I feel like I can go anytime, no big deal. But that does not take the magic out of it for me. I feel like it would feel that way. It feels that way for me about Universal. Immediately, I thought, I could just come back whenever. So that's how I lost the magic right there with Universal. But that's me not being passionate at all about it. And I feel like that's how they lose that spark. And a lot of people, you know, here, I've noticed, a lot of these people here, I thought, man, when I get out to Florida, there's going to be a bunch of people that are obsessed like Disney, you know, obsessed about Disney. You know, I'm gonna have people around me that, you know, are similar. And I mean, from where I'm at right now, there's like nobody that's like even talking about it. A lot of the people here are like, yeah, I haven't been to Disney in like forever. It's been years. So, and they're looking like, I don't know why you're paying money for that. That's ridiculous. And I'm thinking, well, that's what I came here for. That was the goal, or else I would have just stayed in Texas, because it's not like I'm running away from anything in Texas. So I could have just stayed my happy self there if there was no Disney World. That's most unlikely what would have happened. Because, you know, even though, you know, Texas ain't the most jumping place, that's where my family is. So, and I miss my family a lot, honestly. So, you know, I mean, I would just stay where I'm at and call it a day. So, but no, I mean, to me, I don't know, man. A lot of these people out here, they don't care about it like that. You know, the magic was lost. I mean, some of them, they like the Disney movies. They like the character. They like all of that. It's not that they don't like Disney. It's just they don't think that it's that valuable. And what's the point of wasting money on something if you don't think it's that valuable anyway? There's no point in even wasting your money. So, you know, if you don't want something, you're usually not going to buy it. So that's what that is. But yeah, to answer the question, long story short, no. No, the magic is not gone at all. If anything, the magic is definitely still there. The only magic that is gone is my sleep. I'm very tired. I'm maybe getting 4 hours max every night of sleep. My work schedule changes so much, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little too much. Like, it goes from one extreme to the other. I either get too much sleep or I get like no sleep at all. So yeah, that's something that's killing me right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to balance that, but I don't know what to do. I really don't. So I just keep, you know, trying to just survive. So if that's why sometimes you'll see me on the videos, I look, you know, either angry, tired, whatever, that's why. I'm just like, I'm drained. And I'm trying to, you know, live out my personal life at the same time as working. And it's really taxing on somebody. Not getting enough sleep is definitely taxing. And, you know, since I've got out here, to be honest with you, I've probably gained about 30 pounds, I think. It was either 20 or 30. I think it was 20. Never mind, 20 pounds. I'm being dramatic. It was 20 pounds. And I've gained weight because, you know, just stress. I just have been more stressed here than I was where I was. So I'm going to have to try to work on that, because I don't want to get to an out of control weight. I honestly feel like what I'm at right now, to be honest with you, is out of control. And a lot of people are like, no, you're not even big. It's not about that. It's about how you feel about yourself. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to be this weight. So whenever you feel that way, you need to change something. And I feel like I need to change that because, you know what? If we revisit these pictures back here, I was skinny back then. I wouldn't say, I was a twig, but I definitely wasn't huge. And I'm not huge right now either, but, this is what I'm aiming for. But it's it's gotta be, it's gotta be something I figure out because, when you get off work, you don't feel like coming home and exercising. After getting so little of sleep, you don't want to get up and, that's the last thing I want to do when I get home. I don't want to come home and run on the treadmill or walk on I just don't, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm going to be honest, I'm not even feeling it. It's hard for me to wake up in the morning right now, let alone get off of work, after working all day and go on this treadmill. Oh yeah, see, I do got a treadmill. So I can't make the excuse of, oh, I don't have a gym membership. Because even if I said that, my apartments have a gym. Comes with the rent. Can't say that. There's no excuse for why I'm not taking action. There's really not. I can't blame it on my job either. Can't do that. Can't blame it on the fact that, I want to go to Disney. Can't blame it on that because there's still 30 minutes of the day that I can dedicate to walking on that treadmill. I can dedicate 30 minutes of my day doing that. But the problem is I'm not doing that. And that all comes from in here. I need to get some motivation, basically, guys. And if y'all could help me with that, that'd be great. I mean, if you got any encouraging words, definitely leave them in the comments. Because I don't know. To be honest, even if I wasn't, I'm going to be honest with you. The way thing bothers me, but not to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I need to, starve myself to lose weight. No, if I wanted to lose weight, like really, really bad, like I would have already been trying to, do it. But the thing is, like I said, with the motivation, my motivation's shot. But what I want to do is I want to get on that treadmill to get myself healthy. That's really what I'm aiming at right now. I'm more concerned on my health than my weight, because I feel like if I don't start taking a chance to exercise and, level out everything, like in my blood and all that, like, fat in your blood and, your blood sugar and all that stuff. I feel like if I don't take that action to do that, then, there's always the chance of getting diabetes, high blood pressure, all that. And I don't want to go down that route. And I don't want anything to happen, because lately I've been having some heart pain, chest pain. But I'm thinking I have anxiety. I have extreme anxiety. And I've been nothing but stressed. So I'm thinking that's probably what it is. So I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say I'm having a full heart attack or something like that. That'd be crazy. So, yeah. So I figured because my home vlog did so much success, like I had a lot of success from the home vlog, I figured I'd do another home vlog, where we sit down and we talk. So figured, let me, do that. Let me bust out this cake. As I'm sitting here talking about losing weight, I bust out a cake in the beginning. This probably wasn't a good idea on the cake. Don't do it, guys. Don't judge me on the cake. It's little. It's a baby cake, so no, I just really think it's cute more than anything, honestly, to tell you the truth. That's my Publix right there. So, I already went on, did my speech about Publix, did my speech about weight loss. Another thing I was going to sit here and talk to y'all about is these dang Florida roaches. Guys, look. Look, anybody that knows me personally, that knows me, like knows me, knows I do not do roaches, like at all. Like I will uproot out of a place, especially if it's infected. Oh, I see it. This is why I live really fancy, because I've always paid a lot of money for where I've lived, because when I lived in the hood, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was living in the hood, I paid about $600 a month on rent. Nothing. It was cheap, you know, but it had roaches, man. And I was afraid to even go to the kitchen to get a glass of water. Like, I was scared, man. I'm talking about I was scared. I was looking all over the place. I was shell-shocked because, you know, they have roaches. I don't do roaches. And this is in Texas. So, you know, rewind back about 5-something years, you know, living in the hood. I mean, I made $10 an hour. You know, it was cheaper to live back then, but I made $10 an hour. There was no getting out of the hood with that. So, you know, I wasn't making it out of there. So I had to live there. I didn't have a choice. Well, I was just always afraid, and I was always paranoid, you know, about roaches, and it scared me all the time. So when I see roaches, don't laugh at me either. I will not kill them. I will throw something at them, you know, anything, but I'll bust out running and screaming. And my husband, he already knows the drill. He jumps up like a Pop-Tart because he already knows something is going on. So let me get back to my point. So, no, you know what? Fast forward. Let me keep on with this story so I can get you to understand how I just do not do roaches. Fast forward to when I got promoted to a department manager of sporting goods. January 2018, I got promoted to sporting goods manager, and I was so happy because I had been working really hard to get promoted. And it was really hard at my old store to get promoted. I'm not gonna lie to you, because they didn't just, like, I don't know how to put this. They were picky. Like, they weren't just gonna put, you know, a random person in a position. So they wanted to make sure you knew what you were doing. You know, they didn't play. It was a strict store. It was way stricter than a lot of these stores. And I feel like I'm glad for that, though. I'm gonna tell you that, because I'm glad I was trained the way I was trained, taught the way I was taught, because it's made me a better manager now, I feel like, because I'm very, like, job driven on my job duties. Like, I'm real serious about my job duties, and I really try to focus and make sure I take care of them to the point where it stresses me out and makes me sick. So it's probably not a good thing, but, you know, that's how I do that. So, you know, so let's just put it this way. They weren't just going to give it to anybody. So it was very hard for me, and I was overlooked a bunch of times for a bunch of the positions, a bunch of department manager positions. So after the sporting goods department manager passing away, unfortunately, and he was a real funny guy. I liked him a lot. He was good people for sure. But after him passing away, unfortunately, you know, they offered me the position, and I worked in automotive. I worked, you know, as a automotive associate. I worked in the shop as well for automotive, you know, like helping with the oil change stuff and all that other stuff, you know. Basically, you wouldn't even think by looking at me. I did automotive. Yeah, I did automotive. Loved automotive, like, really, to the point where I wanted to be the department manager over there. But it didn't end up happening like that. And I'm actually glad it didn't, because I wanted, little did I know, I wanted that challenge. I needed that challenge, and automotive is not challenging. It was like 4 aisles of just, I don't know, it was more than 4 aisles. I'm under, estimating, but it was just, it wasn't a lot of stuff in automotive. Like, the processes and stuff are just easy to blow through, like as far as job duties go. So I needed sporting goods, and it was good that I got sporting goods. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was really hard. I didn't want to go over there with no fish and lures. Like, I was not feeling that. I remember when we had support managers back then, and the one support manager, he'd always be like, go zone sporting goods, go zone sporting goods. And I was like, oh Lord. So I would just be like, oh man. And I'd go over there, man. I'm talking about I was dragging my butt over there, like, oh, just ready to clock out because I hated it that bad. And I'd go over there and zone it. It was just torn up. Like, it was definitely intimidating back then. But long story short, I'm glad that I took it. And honestly, I missed being just a department manager for sporting goods. I missed that. I feel like I had that job down, and I feel like it was just more easier on me. I was stressed, yeah, but it's not team lead stress. Team lead's a lot. So definitely, like that. But sorry, I went into a story within a story. So yeah, so I got promoted. So I went from $10 to $15. Not to talk about wages here, because I'm not going to tell you how much I make as a team lead. It's really not much more anyway, so there's not much to talk about there. But I'm basically getting scale-wise here so you can understand the increase. So I increased in wages, and it was a good increase, and I was very happy, and I loved my job. And I still love my job to this day, just so y'all know. That's why I stay there. Definitely good pay, good benefits, all that. But anyways, so I was happy. I went to work happy every day. I was like, heck yeah. Well, here's the thing. It also got me out of a bad situation, because I got promoted in January. My lease was up in June in the hood. And I was like, you know what? I have enough money to get up out of here. To just raise up out of here and gone. Like, I grew up in Denton, Texas. Denton, Texas is a very nice suburb of Dallas-Fort Worth. It's nice. I like Denton. Ultimately, it's a college town. I grew up in Texas. I stayed in Texas. I got there when I was 9. I stayed there till I was 29. Yeah, because I just turned 30 here in Florida in June. Yeah, I grew up in Texas for 20 years. So I was in Denton for 17. Yeah. So my thing was, I wanted to get out of that college town. I was sick of it. I was sick of, I don't know. It's just, I wanted out of there. I wanted something more suburban. So what I did was I packed my happy bags and I went to a nice place. And this place was beautiful. In Little Elm, Texas. Little Elm, Texas is also located in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So Little Elm from Denton, it was maybe about 10, 12 miles from Denton. It wasn't too far away from Denton, basically. But I moved, even further from my store, because my store was over there by Denton. I moved even further away from my store, and I went, and I didn't care about how far it was away. That place was nice. So I moved in. I was paying about $983 a month. Now, to me, somebody that had just been paying $600 a month, going all the way up to $980, that's a big jump. So, but we were popping our collar like that. Everything was all good financially, and we could swing it by then finally. And another good thing is we had a washer and dryer. We didn't have that in the hood. we would have to go to the laundry room and, you know, risk people taking your laundry. So, and I've had that happen to me before. I've had somebody steal my comforter from out the dryer, and I went back, the comforter was gone. I was like, wow, guess they needed it more than I did. So yeah, I was definitely glad to have my own washer and dryer, but that's not the point. The point is that's you know, one of the amenities there. But I figured, you know, here's my thing. I figured, you know, these apartments were just built a year ago. They're brand new. They can't be infested with roaches, which I heard that's not even the case, but out there in Texas, the places are very nice. You know, you're not going to be paying no $1,200 a month and have roaches up in there. That's always to my understanding. And it's always been true for me. So, you know, so I moved in and I didn't see any at all. You know, I was great. I was like, heck yeah. Because I'm not a dirty person either. We didn't just have, you know, dishes everywhere and food everywhere. No, that place we lived at before was legit infested. So, yeah, it wasn't us. So what I did is I made sure I bombed everything and then I packed it. And, you know, I just made sure I didn't have them anywhere whenever I moved. So whenever I moved in, I lived in that place for a year and a half, nothing. It was great. The only bug I seen was a fly. And I was like, oh, I can deal with a fly. We seen one fly and I think like one ant or 2 ants or something. I'm saying it was minimal like that. So I was like, cool, whatever. There's no roaches. That's the pro. So, you know, so I was cool. Well, that apartment was very nice, but very small. So we moved literally across, like literally next door to their sister property. And they were townhomes, they're luxury townhomes. And they have a garage and everything, upstairs, all that. Literally, that's where we came from to move to Florida. We came from a townhome. And that's that townhome we came from. And we lived there for a year and a half. And I never seen a single bug upstairs. Now in the garage, I'd see a few bugs. I mean, I think, you know, that's to be expected, you know. But it wasn't that serious, you know. Of course, you're going to see bugs in a garage. You know, you're opening it from the outside. What you think's going to happen. So we seen, you know, every now and then some stuff, but we never seen roaches. So after combining both of those leases together, I lived there for 3 years in Little Elm, Texas. And I literally just moved from Little Elm, Texas, from that townhome to Florida in April. Now, here's where things get funny. Not really funny to me, but just in general. This place that we live in Florida was literally just done building. This place is brand spanking new. Nobody's lived in this apartment before us at all. So you can't say, you know, it's infested, because it's not. Here's the deal about Florida. Now, I have watched many YouTube videos before I moved. And I knew about all the crazy stuff because I'd watched the videos, you know, of people that lived in Florida telling me the pros, telling me the cons. You know, you want to know these things before you come out here. You don't want to just come out here, you know, and be looking like a fool, you know, and be acting like, oh, I didn't even know about that stuff. Dang, I almost knocked down my Haunted Mansion clock. That would have been bad. But anyways, you don't want to just get out here like that. So I looked into all that. You know, I watched the YouTube videos for hours and, you know, just researching Florida. Well, they always said, oh, there's a lot of bugs out there. There's this, there's that. And I thought, okay, you know, I don't really do bugs, you know, but, you know, as long as there's no roaches. But I already knew there was going to be roaches. Let me be real with you. People told me, they always made jokes with me. Brittany, you think bugs are bad? Try Florida. They got roaches out there deep. And I figured, okay, I mean, as long as they're not in my house, I'm straight. You know, I'm like, man, just thinking about this story. Whew. So, like I said, brand new place, very nice, very fancy. Not as nice as our townhome, honestly. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. This place, honestly, it's nice, but it's cheaply built. I mean, I was paying $1,100 for a townhome. I was paying about what was I paying? 1142 in Texas, and that was with valet trash. 1142, and I moved out here to Florida, and I pay 1171 before valet trash. Before having to pay valet trash. So with valet trash, I pay $1,200 out here, and for $1,200 of this small of an apartment, no garage, you know, I kind of downgraded, and I knew I was gonna do that. I didn't want to do it, but what price did you need to pay to get here? You know, other than $5,000 to move here, I had to sacrifice some things, and this place is something I sacrificed on, and I'm kicking myself because it's so small. But that's not the point. The point is these roaches out here. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So the other day, not even the other day, this might have been a few weeks ago or a month ago. I don't even know, but it's still fresh on my mind, and it'll stay fresh in my mind because I'm traumatized. I was just chilling. I woke up, you know, I was a little tired. I was working 1 to 10 this day, and I was like, okay, you know, I like 1 to 10 because I really don't like working 1 to 10, to be honest with you. I like that I get sleep when I work 1 to 10. So I was sleeping. I was hibernating good, man. I woke up after maybe 11, 12 hours. I don't know. It was amazing. I woke up. I was tired. I was just sitting there brushing my teeth, you know, trying to wake up. I feel something sharp poking me, and I'm like, what in the world? And it was on my hand that I'm brushing my teeth with. And I'm like, I see it. It's a big black roach. And I scream, and I swat that thing off my hand into the sink. And I talk about, when I say scream, I'm talking about like bloody murder screaming. Like I was in there being killed. Like I was not playing, and I was very upset. I was screaming hysterically, and I was shaking. And Travis literally was sleeping, dead asleep. And he popped down, was like, what happened? What happened? And I said, they got roaches in there. I was like, oh my God. And he ran in there, and the thing was just sitting in there, just sitting in the sink. Just bold as ever, just sitting there. And I'm like, you know, so Travis goes in there, because you know I'm not going back in there. No. I'm surprised I'm even going in there to this day after that. So, you know, Travis runs in there, kills it, calls it a day, and of course flushes it down the toilet, because I'll be damned if it's in my trash and it jumps up and decides to resurrect itself. So yeah, so that was a thing, and I've been just like, wow. Number one, they're bold out here. They are brave. They are some gangster roaches. I mean, they act like they don't care about losing their life, roaches. Like, they do not care. And I think these are those palmetto bugs that everybody's talking about, which they say those are the Florida roach. So I think that's what those are. And I'm thinking, man, I can't fool with it. How y'all gonna have your own roach? Like, you know, come on, Florida. How you gonna have your own roach? That's crazy to me. So, you know, Texas don't even have its own roach. It's a fucking roach. Like, you know, that's what it is. So, and you didn't have roaches in Texas unless your place, you know, was infested most of the time. I mean, or, you know, you had food out or so. I don't know. But it wasn't like this. These bad boys are brave, number one. Number two, they act like they don't care if they get on you. They act like when they get on you, what's going on, homie? Like they're your roommate or something. Like, unless you, even if you paying rent, you gotta go. I can't do it. They could slide me $500 a month and they would still need to kick rocks, because I can't. I cannot do roaches, and I'm real passionate. No, I can't do it. So that's the thing. We have not seen any of the traditional house roaches. It's been those palmetto bug things. And I heard you rather see them than the traditional house ones. So I'm good, but I'm not good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man. And so the other day, you know, one got on Travis. This was yesterday. And we were bringing home groceries from Publix. And he felt something sharp touch his back. And he was like, oh my God, something's crawling on me. And he threw it off of his back and it went across the room. It was another one of those same roaches. And he was like, oh my God. And he killed it and once again flushed that bad boy. Why do they get on you out here? Are they just asking to be smashed? Like, I can't, man. It's traumatizing. Because in Texas, man, the bad boys would never get on you. I'm talking about they already knew better. They already told their homeboys ahead of time, don't get on them, people. Don't even do it, because you're gonna end up like Leroy and them, and you're gonna be down the drain. So they already knew in Texas, don't even cross that line. Don't do it. Now here in Florida, they act like it ain't no big deal. They act like, look, y'all want to smash me then. And I'm like, dang, it's like they're just asking for it out here. I don't know. I really don't know. But for my people that live out here in Florida with me, what's up with that? Have you had a similar experience? If so, let me know down in the comments below. Because this is crazy. I can't. And my question is to you guys in Florida as well. Is there anything that we can do in our house to prevent those from coming in? Because they're all coming in. It's not like they just came with the house. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything preventative that we can put down? Because we sprinkle down some 7 dust. And don't let people tell you, oh, 7 dust don't. Nah, 7 dust works. Because in Texas, I sprinkled 7 dust. You're not supposed to. It's supposed to be for your garden, I know. But man, 7 dust could kill some things. I'm not playing. 7 dust will put the roaches to bed. I remember because I sprinkled it in the hood and it worked. But I mean, it can only work so much when it's infested. Like when the buildings are infested. So, you know. But I'm telling you, you know, what else can we do to prevent that? If there's no way to prevent it, and the way to prevent it is to move out of Florida, pretty much, I can't really do that. I'm in a lease, you know. I'm in a lease and I got a job, so can't kind of get out of here. So we got to find a way around the system, guys. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, guys, you know, sorry to rattle on about them roaches, but I wanted to let y'all know a little bit more about myself. I feel like connecting with your viewers, doing home vlogs is important. Now, I'm not going to get on there and cook nothing, guys. Like I said, I don't cook. You know, I don't do that. You know, I don't know. It's just not my thing. So I'm not going to do all that, but we will have these, we will get on here and we'll have these talks, you know, we'll just kind of chat a little bit. My channel is not monetized yet, so I can't go live with you guys, or else I'd go live and, you know, talk to you guys and have you guys talk to me in the comments and stuff like that. That would be cool, but I can't do that yet. But don't worry, we'll get there. It's not a problem. You know, so I feel like we gotta, from time to time, I gotta come in, and it's not always gonna be Disney. You know, I know a lot of people, to be honest, are not really interested in the Disney thing. So when I tell them that I vlog on YouTube for Disney, it kind of turns them off. They rather me get on there for the home vlogs, and I'm thinking, I don't really know what to do with the home vlogs. You know, I can get on here and talk to y'all and, you know, tell y'all stories and stuff, a little bit more about myself. But, you know, and it's good for those days where I don't feel like going to the park. Like, I'd love to go to the parks, to be honest with you. At all times, I would go if I could. But here's the situation. I'm working 6 days this week, and going to the park just isn't feasible right now. There's just no way of doing it for me right now. I'm just not going to be able to until my next day off. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, just giving you a little bit of insight into my Florida life, you know. Loving Publix, loving Wawa, hating the roaches though. I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. You know, it's just, I mean, I knew there was going to be things like that, but everybody just kept rattling on about gators. I haven't seen a single gator out here. So, you know, I'm just like, okay. Everybody rattled on about sinkholes. No sinkholes yet, which I'm good. I don't want to see a sinkhole. I'm straight on that. You know, like, just all these, you know, things that were wrong with Florida. You know, they never talked about the roaches. Somebody joked about it, chuckled a little bit, and I thought they were just, you know, messing with me. I thought, as long as I keep my house clean, I'll be straight. No, you keep the house spick span, them bad boys are coming in with you. I mean, I guess Leroy and them seen groceries coming through, and they were like, oh yeah, we about to get in on that. And I'm like, nah. You know, what is going on? So, yeah, that's the type of stuff I'm saying. So, man, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I'm struggling right now with that. That's a worry. But no, even Travis is traumatized. He's all looking on his shirt today, you know, making sure he shook it out. He's like, I don't want them coming in again. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't either. So, I don't know what's going on, but good news is I got my nails done today. And guys, you're probably like, she always gets her nails done. Well, no. I always get fake nails done. These are my actual nails. I have grew out my nails, my real nails. And for the first time ever in my life, I got my real nails done. I didn't put no plastic tip on them like I usually do or nothing. These are the real deal. So, and I thought, you know, I always thought, why do people do that? Why do they get their real nails done when they could just throw the fakies on and call it a day? They actually feel like lighter than the fake ones, but not so heavy like the fake ones either. So they actually feel a lot better. It's actually a lot nicer to have your real ones done. So I'm pretty happy about that I did that. I went in Winter Garden, and Winter Garden is, you know, real fancy. It's kind of expensive too. It is expensive. Let me just be honest. A 1-bedroom apartment over there is $1,600, and I'm like, no, that's not my jam right there. Nice place and all that, but I mean, so I went to this nail salon, and you know, I figured, okay, you know, let me get my nails done since I just got off work, because I had broke one at work earlier, and it was not, it hurt. It was not good. So I went in there, you know, I'm like, okay, cool, you know, I'm gonna, you know, get my eyebrows, nails, and feet done. You know, they didn't show me prices for anything. But, you know, every time I go, I spend about, if I do all that stuff, I spend about $100, and that's after tip. Because I tip people, you know, that help me with my services. You know, because they worked real hard on that. Nails and all that take a while. So, usually $100 after tip. I'm like, cool. You know, no big deal. Well, this place, of course, was in Winter Garden, so I knew it'd be a little high. Well, I figured, let me skip on the eyebrows because they're not looking that bad. And $20 for eyebrows ain't really speaking to me anyway. So I was like, okay, let me skip out on that. Well, I got my feet and my hands done. I get up there and the bill is $129. And that's before tips. I tipped my nail lady $20 and my pedicure lady that did my feet $10. So that's $30 in tips plus the $130. $160 to get your nails and your feet done. I'm not about that life. So yeah, can't go back there again. And if I do, man, I'm just gonna get these nails done. Because I love getting pedicures. I do. I only do them about once a month, or, you know, yeah, about once a month, pretty much. I love getting pedicures and all that. But, man, I didn't know it cost $40. It was one of those nice places that, you know, they sit you down. They don't really discuss prices, you know, stuff like that. You just get up there and there's your bill. And it's like, ooh, I didn't know what I was doing. And all I did was 2 services. So imagine, because I wanted a facial, you know. I wanted my eyebrows done until I seen that they were $20. You know, that's the only price I did see, because, you know, she gave me a little, you know, list. And it had the price of eyebrows on there. It said $20. But the pedicure I was getting, I didn't see the price of that. And I didn't see the exact breakdown on the nails. So yeah. So, yeah, man, when you're trying to get your stuff done, don't go to Winter Garden. Very beautiful area, very beautiful. Literally was 5 miles from the Contemporary Resort. That was about 6 or 7 miles from Magic Kingdom. So, go figure. It's all about the area and location. So, but yeah, I mean, great people, very nice. It was a nice place, you know, and you bet your butt it's going to be for that much money. It was a great place, you know. I had a good time. I thought, you know, wow, these people are really nice. They really do good work here. I'm going to have to come back. But then when I seen that bill, I was like, And I'm not hurting for money, but I'm not rich either. You know, I'm not out here, you know, holding out a change jar or anything. You know, I think that I live pretty decent. But, dude, I'm not rich. And I'm not going to sit there and drop that kind of money just on nails and feet. That's crazy. So for my people that live in Florida as well, help me out with this, because in Texas I had my own nail lady that I always went to. There was a shop right there called Star Nails, I believe it was called. It's right in front of my store, my old store. And when I got off work, I literally drive right there, which it was like no drive barely. And I just go get my nails done and then go back home. And it was a great place. I paid for nails and eyebrows $50. And that's after a tip. So, yeah. And then when I get my feet done, I paid $80 after tip. I mean, I can deal with that. That's fine. But $160 after tip, that's double. I'm not about it, you know? And so yeah, people in Florida, Central Florida, my Central Florida people, not my down south Florida people, where can I go for my nails? Like a place where they're not rude either, because a lot of these places are kind of rude, honestly. They're very rough on, you know, your hands and stuff like that. And I have carpal tunnel, so sometimes my hands, you know, twitch a little bit. You know, there's nothing I can do much about that. You know, some people, they get angry when you're at the nail shop and they're doing your nails and that happens, and it's like, bro, I can't control it, so why you getting all angry? So where's somewhere I can go? Hook your girl up down there in the comments. Hook me up, because I really don't know at this point, and I'm really not about to pay $160 ever again. If my dad heard this right now, he'd probably like, my dad would probably hit the roof right now. He would not be feeling this. So I hope he's not watching this video right now, because he will be angry. My dad does not play about wasting money. He does not like that. So yeah. And I also gotta have money to go back and see my family. I'm trying to do that here in a few months, hopefully. If my job will let me have a vacation, I'm gonna go out there and see my family. And you know, I'm thinking, man, I'm kind of kicking myself, because $160 could have easily went to plane tickets, and my dad's gonna be like, see, I already know. So oh man, I hope he don't watch this one. Oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. But yeah, guys, so thanks for stopping by the video today. I thought I'd kind of shout at you guys and, you know, just kind of check in, tell you about my life here in Florida. You know, just, you know, BS with you a little bit. Man, but yeah, if you guys got any comments below or anything like that, leave them down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the home vlogs? I don't mind doing them. I just want to make sure I'm talking about something, you know. I don't want to get on here and just look at the camera and just kind of, you know, waste everybody's time, because I don't want to do that. I want you to watch me for a reason, you know. I want you to be entertained. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, is entertaining you. So if you guys like the home vlogs, please let me know. If you don't like them, tell me you don't like them in the comments. It's cool. I'm not worried about it. You like the Disney ones more? Hey, that's cool too. You got any suggestions? Let me know down in the comments. You guys have been amazing, for real. A lot of you guys have been very supportive towards my channel, and I really do appreciate that. I'm just like really thankful. You know, I'm only at 108 subscribers, but those 108 I got are all valuable. You know, valued in the sense of, you know, caring about the channel, like supporting the channel. I'd rather have 108 subscribers that really care, you know, about the channel than having 108,000 that don't even come and watch the videos. So, you know, or really care, you know, or like fake accounts or something, because I heard people pay for YouTube viewers and subscriptions and or subscribers, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's crazy. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. But I really appreciate you guys coming and watching the video. I hope you like watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. And as for this time, I'll see y'all next time. As for this time, set it backwards this time.